Sometimes you gamble, and sometimes you lose. I had just finished polishing off a calorically intensive night at the local Chinese buffet and was in the mood to do some game shopping. I was all hyped up after playing the Destiny beta and was looking to satiate my thirst for digital blood with lesser games until its release. I wandered about the middle of the store where the PlayStation games were, eyeing bargain-priced games with a critical eye born of a life sitting in front of television screens. As I stood there, I suddenly felt the telling rumble of something atomic brewing inside me. Ameri-Chinese farts are unusually malevolent, as many of you know, and I didn't want to subject my fellow shoppers to what was sure to be weapons-grade flatulence. I considered going for outside, but I knew I wouldn't make it before the sphincter levees broke. Weighing my options, I went for the Wii U section, because I figured the likelihood of anyone going there to smell it was pretty remote. This would turn out to be a grave tactical error, because the Wii U section was in the back of the store, and there are no bathrooms. I let the fart loose, and regret set in immediately. This fart was more than I'd bargained for. I could feel the hate trying to break free. I clenched just in time. I am shamefully practiced at this, but it was a long way to the nearest bathroom. My salvation lay at a department store across the street. It was only a short distance, but I eyed it as a desperate sailor would view an island across a vast ocean. Staying put could only lead to disaster, so I opted to trek it. I started moving in earnest. Fortunately, I had a brief respite from the flood as I began to move. I knew it wouldn't last long, though. Speed was of the essence. I trailed a terrible stench as I went. I heard one child cry out in disgust as I walked by. Hearing this made me laugh a bit, which was tactical error number 2. I almost lost containment when I chuckled. The urgency ramped exponentially as I walked into the department store. The bathroom was in the back of the store, and there were many obstacles. Labyrinthine aisles, lazy shoppers, and the occasional killer sale I had to ignore. At one point, I walked through the candle aisle and grinned at the irony. I probably cost them some candle sales. I doubt anyone was shopping for the scent I was offering. I made it to the toilet with minimal damage, but critical mass was approaching at great speed. I stood by the toilet clenching as hard as I could, trying to reason a way to keep the Duke train from derailing. I decided my only option was what a friend of mine once called the move. Everyone knows the move. You pull down your pants as you sit with the hope that sudden decompression will occur inside the bowl. I have done this many times without a single failure, but mathematics is one of those forces that always knocks you back eventually. I misjudged the drop zone by about 3 inches and made a sticky, brown mess all over the bathroom wall. I sat there with a look on my face, not wanting to survey the damage just yet. I could see the brown river starting to flow down the floor, and I knew it was cataclysmic. The smell was life-changing. I am a nurse and have smelled some pretty awful stuff, and this still impressed me. Some poor sap came in about that moment and proceeded to nope right on out. He probably experienced events that cannot be unseen or unsmelled. I hung my head in shame as the last of it roiled out of me. Cleanup took a while. I managed to use all of the toilet paper and had to steal some from the next stall over. I walked out still feeling like I was covered in poo. I saw someone headed for the restroom as I walked out and considered warning him, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I got back in my car, drove home, and took the longest shower of my life. I looked down as I got out of the shower and noticed some brown smeared on my shoe. In horror, I considered the possibility that I stepped in it and left a trail of brown tears all over the department store floor tile. I can never show my face there again. Too long didn't read, sharded, made it to a bathroom, only to destroy it, shaming myself and my ancestors.